going on YouTube? I was gonna do a DIY on resealing a fish tank, and right here in front of me we have all the materials you'll need besides your hands. Off here to the left we have GE silicone 1, and this is for windows, doors, attics, and basement. Make sure it's clear, and make sure it's silicone 1 because the 2 has other stuff in it that will actually harm your fish and it will degas. Rubbing alcohol, a caulk gun for the silicone, some masking tape, some razor blades. It's a little handle, you don't need it, and this stuff over here is steel wool. It's just for prepping the area. So that's what you need to start this project. If you bought all this right here, you see in front of you, it probably cost you about 25 bucks. But I'm resealing a 125 gallon tank. You can probably do it cheaper if you had razor blades, if you had steel wool, if you had tape, if you had caulk gun and alcohol. I mean, really, you can get a tube of that caulk for about 5 or 6 bucks at Home Depot. It just really depends on how much you're gonna reseal and how big your tank is. So when I come back, I'll begin the strip down and show you how to do that, and the prepping and the reseal. Alright, here we go, YouTube. I'm going to show you how you're supposed to remove the silicone from your glass, basically. If you look on the side of your tank, as you can see here, I can't feel this lip right here. So this pane of glass is in front of this pane of glass. So basically your silicone seal is right here. If you can feel that lip, you do not want to cut in between this glass. So basically what you want to do is you want to come off of this piece of glass this way. Let me put it on the inside and I'll actually just demonstrate it. So basically what we got here is I'm going to go flat up against this glass here and just cut up against this piece of glass. You want to score that all the way down as far as you can get it. And then same thing with the opposite side. You just come down the opposite way. And as you can see, that pretty much just came off on one full length there. And just remove this stuff. You're gonna have to clean it all up later. The more you clean now, the easier it is. But you definitely want to go back through and get as much of it as off the seal as you can, or off the glass as you can. That way you ensure a proper seal. Just make sure the surface is clean afterwards, and I'll get along with that as soon as I get done scraping the rest of this tank here, which is probably going to take me a good half hour to 45 minutes just to get it all out. As you can see, there's all kinds of gunk and dirt from the last time they silicone, so you're going to want to get all that out and just get the surface as clean as possible, and just bare glass, and you could tape and reseal. But I'll get to that, and when I come back I should have it all pretty much all scraped, and then I'll go with the prepping and the cleaning, and then we'll go with the sealing. Alright guys, I scraped off all the silicone. I basically used a razor and scraped it all off, and then I went through and wiped it all down with alcohol, cleaned up all the little bits, and then went back over it again and made sure, you know, there was none left over, because your first initial scrape you're gonna miss some. And basically what I did was wipe it off with alcohol, get all the little bits off, and then run your finger across it, and you can feel it. You want to feel straight glass. You'll feel it like grab. You'll feel the rubber or the silicone on there, and it'll stop, and that's where you'll know you'll have to, you know, hit it up and scrape it off again. But basically now I got to the point where it's pretty clean. No more scraping needed. After wiping and cleaning and vacuuming and getting all this stuff out, I just ripped off a piece of steel wool here, and this steel wool, basically what I'm going to do is just drown it in alcohol Get it nice and wet. See, it's all dripping. And scrub the corner. Scrub your corners everywhere where you're going to apply your tape and your silicone. And basically all this is going to, it's kind of like wet sanding. It's just going to clean down all the way to the glass. And just make sure you get getting your corners pretty well. And then once you do the, a good portion of a section, just wipe it off with some paper towels. You'll need some of these, of course, to wipe all this down. And the reason I'm using alcohol is that it dries pretty quick. You can put a fan on this stuff and it'll just evaporate. As you can hear all the squeaking, it's telling me I got a pretty clean surface there. And of course, run your finger back over it and make sure you don't get any resistance from any silicone. And just give her a final wipe. And once you get the whole tank prepped, you can go ahead and tape it, which is the final part of prepping, and then I will do siliconing. I'll show you guys a little bit of taping when I get done with the rest of the tank, and we'll continue from there.
Begin to show. 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 Leave the past behind. Begin to show. 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 When it's over and the heart breaks and the cracks begin to show.
Alright, I'll take up a background here.